Right, hello, we'll try this again. Hello, I'm Dread Mechanic. This is part 6 of my Armored Core Mark III build stream. I have adjusted some of the settings in my streaming software, so hopefully we are going to get a better picture and better resolution overall. And apparently I've been streaming in 720p since switching to OBS and didn't realise. Hopefully it's actually in 1080p now. I have also adjusted some of my internet settings, so hopefully I get a better connection signal and all that jazz, so hopefully this all looks a bit smoother for anyone that is watching. Right, so we've been building, oh, that's the wrong button, we've been building this big monster. It has a water control function, flying mode, it can walk forward and backwards, it's got lots of subgrid controls for all of its various bits. And the next step in my plan, and hopefully the final step in this plan, before it is basically ready to publish, is to add some AI controls, which are going to be powered by these sensors here. Well, not powered, controlled by those sensors. So, what we need to do is we need to get it to turn off walk mode, turn on walk mode. Right, so what we need really is we need this thing to be able to walk and stop, also go into reverse by itself. There's our balance correction system kicking in, thank you very much. Oh yeah, I still might want to add a few more gyros to that, but I would like to get this AI system working first, so for the AI system, I'm going to need more timer blocks, because I need to turn things on and off. And it's probably going to be a little bit more complex than controls that I can fit into a what are these things? Oh yeah, it's control. It's probably going to be more complex than what I can fit into a timer, event controller by itself. Luckily, we've got a little gap back here. We can stick some more timers in. So I want a guard mode on and off, and a control mode on and off. So that one gets to be guard mode on. Copy those details. And stick that in there. And make a guard mode off. And then we'll do the same with patrol mode stuff. So that wants to be patrol mode. Hopefully we'll get this working and we can set up some AI controls for both modes, because most of my other mechs have a guard mode where they can follow the player around and a patrol mode where they can follow a patrol route. The difference is most of my other mechs are multi-pads, so it makes it a lot easier to program those things in. This one's got all sorts of balance control systems in it. It might get a bit funky on two legs once we activate the AI blocks. Figure that out in a minute. So, just before I do anything, I want to make sure these are all switched off. Yeah, why are you on? Defensive. That should be off. That should be off. They're definitely going to be causing problems later on if they're left on. Right, so we're going to have a guard mode. So we can have this thing follow us around. If we wanted to use it as a sort of AI companion. So, guard mode on. When guard mode is on and what's that you saying, YouTube? You having a shit fit again? Whatever. You'll sort yourself out, I hope. I hope the signal's not too bad. Right, so when guard mode turns on, we want to activate walk mode. You want to at least activate the AI, so we'll start with those blocks. So the first thing we'd want is guard mode AI to turn on. So it starts following the player. Oh, in fact, actually, we want the block to turn on. And then we want the AI to turn on. Then we would want the movement block to turn on and the AI to kick in so it could actually move around. And we would also want the defensive block to turn on and off. Because that way it can look out for baddies, and if any baddies appear, that block can then trigger the offensive block. And then it'll go into combat mode, and we'll do some of that in a bit. So that's going to turn the AI on. Then I need it to be able to walk. I've already set up these AI sensors. We'll get them to turn on. When they turn on. My signal doing? Behave yourself, please. Right, so is my internet signal being crappy today? Oh well. Don't need the walk controls to turn on because that is controlled by me, the player. What I do need for it to turn on is the walk forward on. That needs to turn on. We'll try this as a basic mode, basic setup for now. So if that turns on, and the reverse turns on, then that should be basics of everything I need. Oh, and if we turn on the walk thrusters, if we give it, because AI blocks always work a bit better for some reason if they've got a couple of thrusters to play with. We'll turn that on. We'll turn that on. We'll turn the turn thrusters on. Yes, I'll turn those on. We deactivate walk mode. Right, so guard, that's the wrong way to spell it. Guard mode on. So we're turning the AI blocks on. Turning them on. We should probably now also actually no, we'll leave it at that for now. So when we turn it off, we will then want the AI guard to turn off its AI and switch off. Movement to turn off its AI and switch off. And just in case anything else has triggered, we will want, what's that, patrol mode, we will have the defensive block turn off its AI and switch off. And just in case that is triggered sometime in the future, we will turn that and that off. We will then turn off the sensors. Walk reverse. Sorry, walk forward. Hang on, how do I do it on that one? Yeah, so we turn off walk forward on. Or in fact, we could just do walk off. Gyros, walk mode, walk off. We could make sure that's turned on and trigger that, and that will stop the walk cycle. Guard mode turns off. Right, we'll try it like that for now. So, Army Corps 3 terminal. Ugh. Guard mode. Trigger. That has turned everything on, apparently. Oh, there we go. Now walking. Ah, there we go. He's walking, and he's following. Your gyro's like. Ooh, you're a bit tippy there. Ooh, there you go. If I whip right behind you, say there was a target directly behind you. Ah! Yeah, you're a bit spinny when you... a bit tippy when you turn. But you're not too bad. Why is my internet connection having such a hard time? It would have been perfectly fine yesterday. Today it's being a pain in the arse. Yeah, so for an initial, really basic setup for AI controls, that works quite well. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, and there he goes. You spun around real quick, didn't you? You spun around too quick. And you've not got enough gyro control to get yourself up off the ground. Okey-doke. Right. Well, you were quite tippy then. Let's do that, and you'll just keep following me. So, if we... AI... Oh, wrong button. AI... That movement block, what have we got? Minimum altitude set to 0. Leave it at that. Yeah, we don't want it to be able to. What happens if we stick precision mode on? Greatly slows down the autopilot's movement. Was only recommended to use in cases where precise movement is required. Forces the grid to rotate fully towards the next waypoint before it can accelerate. Will that stop you whipping round like a lightning bolt? Oh, it makes you turn much slower, but much more stably. Ooh. That's something I need to turn on. I haven't turned on the sensors in the feet that stop the walk cycle from doing stuff. Oh, hello there, Teddy-san. Yeah, it's early days yet getting the AI blocks to work, but yeah, it's all AI powered. It's all vanilla controlled. There's no scripts in there. The whole thing is just powered by event blocks and a variety of different kinds of triggers. Because I've been experimenting with trying to do vanilla mech AI stuff. Basically trying to replicate the stuff that the guys that use and make all the cool AI scripts do, but trying to do like the vanilla version of it. So yeah, he is fully vanilla. He's got one single mod in him, and all that does is make the rotors a little bit stronger. But as far as the way he works and all of his control systems, he is completely vanilla. There's not a single script that controls anything in there. There is a couple of scripts in the cockpit to do like display stuff, but there's no control scripts. It is all 100% vanilla. So, oh yeah, that's what I need to turn on, because I've got I've got a system built into this dude. Doing the wrong thing again. There it is. Let's quickly turn off guard mode. Alright, so I trigger that. It puts him back like that. Everything turns off. Sensors turn off. The walk mode off. Kicks in. And goes into that. So yeah, if I jump into him. Oop. Yeah, the only scripts in this thing are literally just to make the display screens look a bit nicer. And I've still got loads that I need to finish off. But he has a fully functioning walk mode. And he's also got a balance control system to stop him tipping over, which is also completely vanilla. It's just a bunch of sensors detecting the floor that trigger some gyroscopes to make him tilt back up. But yeah, he can walk, and he can fly. And again, there's a load of event controllers tied into the directional thrusters, which turn on and off a bunch of lights in the arms and legs, which in turn control the various rotors and hinges in the arms and legs. So he has like different movement positions for different directions. And he can slow down, and he can fly up, and he can fly down, he can fly forwards. And he's also got a bunch of gyroscopes on rotors on the inside of him to make him turn using keyboard controls. And you can add the mouse into that as well, so you can control with the mouse, but you can also make him turn with the keyboard. Hinges, it depends what you want to use them for. Hinges and rotors, in my experience, are good for different things. Hinges are fine if you're using them, and if they have freedom of movement in the direction that they can travel. Hinges don't like, from what I've experienced, they don't like being mounted sideways on stuff. Like, for example, this big four-legged mech over here. Originally, he had 3x3 hinges here to the hip joint, but because of all of that force of the weight of the mech and all of the up force of the legs, all that mass pushing on the hinge against the axis it likes working on, it was making it clang and make horrible noises. As soon as I swapped it to a rotor to give me the same direction of movement, but just from a different mounting point, all that clang went away. Same with subgrid thrusters and stuff. Subgrid thrusters are fine, again, if they are mounted in a direction that lets the hinge move the way it wants to. But if I stuck subgrid thrusters on the side of these feet and they fired, it would start making this hinge freak out, because it would be trying to push left and right, and the hinge doesn't like to move left and right, it only likes to move forward and backward. But on the flip side of that, rotors are piss weak compared to hinges. And I have got a mod on here to make rotors stronger, but it only seems to affect, I think it's just a really old mod, it only seems to affect like all the original base rotors. It doesn't have an effect on the small grid advanced rotors. They are still locked at 1,000,000 torque, and that is absolutely not enough. When you're building on this scale, things get wobbly at that lower torque. But I could mitigate that by getting a rotor mod. I've got some really good rotor mods that would play well with the strength mod that I've got, but I'm trying to make these things like as vanilla as possible. There's no block mods in here yet, so I don't want to start messing with that. So I am just dealing with the fact that those rotors aren't quite as strong as I'd like. But yeah, so we were doing guard mode. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to activate, because there is a system in the feet down here. These sensors on the feet work in tandem, and the walk cycle can only trigger this rotor. As this rotor turns, it's got a event controller that is watching it, and every time it does a full rotation, it triggers a step in the walk cycle. So those sensors down here turn off the block that rotor is triggering, and hence stops the walk cycle if it starts to get a bit too tippy, which it often does on its first step, because gyroscopes seem to have a bit of a wind up in their override. There you go, you see he's gone a bit tippy there. The gyroscopes will kick in, they'll center him, and then the feet will be allowed to carry on moving. And if he tips over again or goes a bit off center, the feet will stop again. And it works quite nicely. And he's not too bad at walking up hills either. I've been doing a lot of testing on the hills around here, and he can do quite well. But the guard mode needed to have those sensors turn on, I think. How do they work in walk mode? On and off. I've got the walk cycle sensors, I just have them turn on and off, don't I? Cool, right, so guard mode on. Walk cycle sensors, turn them on, and then have them turn off again at the end. Cycle sensors can turn off and off. Yeah, cool, okay. I think that'll work. So if we turn walk mode off again. In fact, one thing I will also do is turn on sensor field ranges. Oh, it's because it's not switched on yet, that's why. Cool, okay. So if we go to guard mode, turn it on. Right, those desperately need adjusting. That is not going to work like that. So if we once again AI sensors, that's the one. So forward, I want that. Well, a bit more. Call that 15. The reverse mode. Call reverse mode 7.5 for now. So these sensor fields control the walk mode. But stepping into that one turns walk mode off. If I step into that one, he'll start trying to reverse, but I need to adjust it a little bit. And if I step out of the first one, once his feet are centered and he's balanced again, come on mate, you can do it, you can do it. Is that a precision mode thing? If I turn off, yes, it's a precision mode thing. Ah. Okay. There you go. He'll stop when I get detected by that sensor field, but I need to adjust them a little bit from the look of it. They need to come down a bit more. But there. So, the cycle sensors, what are they triggering? They are triggering the walk cycle lights on and off, which is, yeah. Cycle light L01. Walk cycle. Oh. Right, yes, that's triggered by them, and then that is triggering walk cycle on and off. So, when... right, I get you. So... so when the walk cycle delay gets triggered, you'll stop walking, but the precision mode does something to the gyroscopes. So I need precision mode to turn on and off alongside the walk cycle. So precision mode can turn on and off, and hopefully that means if he tips over like that again, like so, the AI kicks in, the AI precision turns off. Oop, that's one of my other mechs. How well does he work if I whip around behind him? What's his turning like? Yeah, precision mode's definitely on, because he's not whipping around like a spinning top like he did before. Right, so I think that might solve that. If we have precision mode to turn off when he tips over, it means the gyros can center him again. Yeah, ooh, he's doing weird stuff. But there you go. The gyros have full control because both feet are on the floor, so he can do weird stuff like that. Although, wish he wouldn't, but at least he can center himself. That's not too bad. Those sensors definitely need their limits dropping down though. So, Armored Core number 3, there he is. AI sensors. Oh, wrong button. AI sensors. Then, yeah, he'll just about get to me. He'll stop. Because I'm in that field, he'll try and back up a bit. Yeah, I need to make them a bit lower. Back extent, let's make that 13. Ow. Make the back extent of that 12.5. There you go, that's a bit better. Well, that is connecting with the floor now. So, let's have another look at those sensors. Wrong thing. Dum dum dum. Number 3. AI sensor forward. Back. 12 meters. Right, 12 meters is... Okay, so I'll call it that. Oh, very bouncy though, settle down. Dum dum dum. Number 3. AI sensor reverse. So we actually might want that to be 11.75. I'll make it a little tiny gap so he can still detect us like that. Then he bounces up too much. Once he gets going, it's not too bad. Go. You can just keep following me. Definitely then. Yeah, precision mode's definitely on because you're taking your sweet time turning. And once you get censored, he's alright. Keeps going again. Ooh. Oh, you're gonna go over, aren't you? You're gonna go over. Oh, he's just about made it. He's just about gonna make it. Right, okay, so... 3. So, the other AI blocks are active. We have got... What was I thinking about? Right, let's name these properly. AI unit defense. AI unit. So that's on, that's active. And when never flee, target characters. Yeah, so we can attack people as well. Yeah, that's detecting something. So it detects enemies. Can activate and deactivate some kind of combat mode. Because I would want it to trigger a whole bunch of weapons and the AI combat block, but I don't have any spare timers for that right now. So what I need to do is turn off guard mode for now. And I need to insert I need to insert that was the wrong button. That was the right button. There we go. I need to make a combat mode on and off, which means I need another set of timers. Oh, and look at that, I've got exactly 2 slots left in the back of here that could be perfect for it. Put them there like that. And we could jump in there, grab those 2 timers. Then we'd have combat mode on. Combat mode off. When combat mode turns on, the offensive AI block will turn on and trigger its AI. And then all the arms can trigger. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm just concerned that one of the fail-safes I set up earlier might have an impact. So we have them turn on. Oh, and then the they can all trigger. Hopefully that will kick in properly. But there's still a bunch of junk over here I need to clean up that is gonna cause some conflicts. That's the wrong menu, dumbass. Entity list. All this crap needs removing. When I was blowing stuff up yesterday, did a lot of that. Oh, right, that was a good chunk of it. Yeah, that can go. That's that. That's that. That's that. 4, 3, 2. That can go. Where the hell is that? Oh, yeah. I don't remember those bits. It's when I was trying to figure out where that clanging was coming from. 2. That can get removed. That can get removed. That can get removed. That can get removed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you can bugger off. You can stay there, you can stay there, you can stay there. Right. Back to where I was. That's what I was doing. Right, so what the hell was I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to Mark 3 guard mode on. Trigger now. Yeah. I think I also need to when guard mode triggers, walk forward on. I think we need to trigger that as well, so that it'll get him started. Trigger that right there. There you go. That gets him started. And then he'll do stupid bollocks, because he's an idiot. But he might have just enough gyro control to sort his shit out. Yeah man. Yeah man. I need to put a few more gyros in there, don't I? I haven't got any room. Yeah man. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Come on, just get yourself centered. I'll do it eventually. There you go. Right, so you are now following me around. Then, at some point, in the near future, an evil bad guy will appear. No, just get out of the way. Oh my god, just delete everything except the block I'm trying to remove. There we go. Take this. Dum, 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 dum. Actually, let's turn guard mode off for now. I don't want any adverse reaction. Oh, I could have just accessed it through the back there. Anyway, right. So we'll make this thing a bad guy. Put that out. Post it down. Yeah, it's a bad guy. Sound, that'll do. So then we can activate guard mode. He kicks in. He'll start following me. We can just lock onto him. And then... oh no, evil bad guys appeared. What happens then? Detecting anything? AI. Guard mode is on. Oh, obviously not. It's not set to do anything yet because I've not set up those combat controls. So, do combat mode on and off does that. Oh, in fact, actually, rather than triggering that, Gatling on. Would actually trigger that. Should do the arms the same way. Arm on. Yeah, it should do that actually. I think. Yeah, we'll try that anyway. So, you can turn that on and trigger it. Turn that on, trigger it. Turn that on, trigger it, turn that on, trigger. Then when we turn combat mode off, we want the AI offensive block to disable its AI and turn off. We want the arm off. Trigger arm right off. Trigger. Switch that Gatling off. Turn on and trigger. Gatling off can turn on and trigger. And that should be it, I think. So, now, AI unit, defense. When that triggers, one, that's a trigger there, and that's a trigger there. He's 600 meters away now, so he's probably not going to get detected. So if we get him to turn around, follow us back. Or we might just need to cycle guard mode on and off again. So we'll turn it off. Turn it back on. Right. Target locked. Why have you not? What if I delete that? Oh, something happened then. Our arms did stuff. Okay, so you're following me, happy as Larry. Bam, evil bad guy appears. Oh, there we go. That's kicked in. He's still following me. Get that target away. God, and open the thing. Guard mode off. We also get guard mode to turn off. The arm and Gatling guns. On trigger. On trigger, just in case. Gat off. On trigger. On. Go. We deactivate guard mode. And his right arm got stuck. Right. I can't be arsed dealing with that because I know what's gone wrong there. Let's just restart that. That was to do with limits. Oh, I don't need to trigger that. I can just turn the Becking sign on and off, can't I? Yeah, I'll just use the signs. That's why I made them. There's triggers to turn it on or off. The button I'm turning on and off is a control switch for the walk mode. So yeah, I can do that differently. Don't need to mess about with the timers and break them by mistake. Right. Oh. You know what? No. Let's load an earlier save. Let's load an earlier save. Come on. Let's load that one there. Yeah, because rather than messing about with those timers and turning them on and off and breaking stuff, I can just use the light switches that I built for the express purpose of not breaking stuff. I'm an idiot. I'm not thinking about it properly. But all this AI testing seems to be going well so far. Oh, very sorry, Teddy-san. I didn't see your last message because I was too busy staring at things. Oh, thank you very much for that, man. Damn, sorry, I didn't see your message. Right. So, let's get you out of the way. Guard mode on and off. Oh yeah, it wasn't that, was it? It was combat mode. Combat mode. Can just turn these signs on and off, dumbass. So left arm on, right arm on, Gatling on, Gatling R01. Why is R01 coming from? Oh, because I put two L's in that. Gatling with two L's. Dumbass. Alright, so combat mode on. Turns on the combat AI. Turns on the weapons. Combat mode off. Turns off the combat AI and the associated block. And then it turns off it turns off these signs. So off arm, off arm, off Gatling, off Gatling. Right, now when the arms on and off turn on and off, light control, walk control. Walk control on off. Where's that? And that is the forward and backward. I think I also want it to think I want that to also temporarily turn off the walk cycle. Because messing with the arms. You're still doing a really good job of following me. So if I just turn that off there, then turn it on again. Oh, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Walk control forward, walk control reverse. Oh yeah, they wouldn't be getting triggered, would they? They're not switched on. I don't want it to. So, I actually do just want to tie it into the arms turning on and off. You know what? Let's go around here, so we're not just walking straight across an ice field and up that hill. Come on, how close can you get? There you are. Right. You keep following me this way, mate. Right, so actually, when the arms turn on, we want the walk cycle controller to stop. Walk cycle controller. If we turn that off, then it means he can't walk until it turns back on again. Right, stick it there in the middle so it's a little more obvious. Do that for the right one as well. Turn that off. And then when the arms deploy, their final stage, which is there, I bet I haven't got any fucking space left, have I? No, I haven't. Damn it. Oh, damn. Bank controllers, you haven't got enough space in you. Who? How could I change that? What have I got space-wise in deploy 01? One gap left. Two gaps left. Lights. Hand light. That's the assault cannon light. I could move one of these. Move the camera. I don't want to have to add more blocks. Hand camera left can turn on there instead. And that's Canon L01. We'll have that turn on there instead. Then we can take that out, and then we could have warp cycle control turn back on again. We need to do the same thing with the right arm as well. So we need to take the camera out of there, move the Canon to there, take that out, turn the warp cycle back on again. And assault cannon. And camera R01 can turn on there. And then, did we set the arm right up already? Yes, we did. So, hopefully, hopefully this doesn't break everything. No, we'll turn guard mode back off for a second. There you go, everything's good again. AI units. The offensive block. Dum dum dum. Target closest circular orbit. That's not going to be any good. Set it to hit and run for now. 100 meters. 150 meters. Yeah, that will do. So the defensive block will trigger combat mode on and off. Guard mode on will also. Guard mode turns on the guard mode, the movement, the defensive block. It turns on all the warp controls, turns on those thrusters, and it also turns on the that mode blocks off. Warp thrusters. Off. Turn thrusters. Turn off. And then the combat mode off timer and trigger to make sure everything turns off. Then it can turn off, and that can turn off. In theory. Right, so we can then trigger guard mode again. He'll kick in. He'll start following us. And then, oh no, a scary bad guy has appeared in the distance. There we go. AI mode's kicked in. There you go. And that stopped all the arms from freaking out. But he is still following me. I thought the combat blocks took priority over AI. Offensive block is on. He's doing weird stuff. I think the offensive block finally found the target. But now he is on the floor. He has fallen and can't get up. Damn. Alright, so there you go. Oh yeah, it definitely does take priority. He just wasn't targeting soon enough. So now, why is that left hand not found the target yet? Left. Oh, hang on. That's not me anything. AI, left arm, not enabled. LS. AI hasn't kicked in. AI hasn't kicked in. Why not? Something's kicked in because the arm's done that. Oh, and over he goes. Oh, and go straight back to following me. Oh, hello, Lone Wolf. You had a question. Answers, what was your stream? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm just playing with the AI blocks. But like everything, it's a fine balance between how much the thing weighs, where its centre of mass is, and how much power the gyroscopes have got. Because sometimes he's alright. Sometimes he's a bit mental. But he's working better than I thought he would. So I'll go back into his terminal and turn off his guard mode again. Reset that. Right. Yeah, and then that arm sticks. Why is the arm sticking? Alt mode off. Combat mode off. I'm not sure. Right. So if we trigger him again, he'll start following us. And yeah, Lone Wolf, I built that gyro control tip thing, like tilt control thing that we were talking about the other day. And it works really well now. Only problem is it doesn't work in AI control mode because the AI obviously takes over all the gyroscopes. But I turn that off. Back into it. cycle the walk mode on and off. Yeah, I built a series of sensors for tilt control. So when he lurches over like that, he does that. And I also built in the step control thing we were talking about too. And it works really damn well. Because obviously if he lurches back and does weird stuff like that, the feet stop. And then it doesn't kick back in again until he's centered. And so far, the two of them combined have been working really, really well to keep this thing upright if he goes a bit wonky. Yeah, it's been working pretty well so far. Right, let's turn them off again. Right, so we turn that off. So, why didn't that arm trigger properly? I know why. That arm didn't trigger properly because one of the arms activated the walk cycle a little bit too soon than the other one did, I think. I think that's what happened. If I trigger his guard mode again, turn it back on. Oop. Oh crap. Yeah. Alright, this is a perfect example of why you can't get the walk control system I've been using to be controlled by the AI. Because they flicker when they control the thrusters, they don't do like solid movements like we do. They do lots and lots of tiny little flickers of the thrusters and it just makes the legs freak out. So I forgot to turn off walk mode. Let's turn that off. There we go. That shouldn't have any conflicts now. Try again. So, guard mode on. Oh, it's not that I'm not too fond of bipeds. It's just they're more of a pain in the arse to build. I really like them, but I've spent quite a few years building various multipads. And ignoring doing bipeds because they're a bit of a weakness of mine, and I'm determined to figure them out, and it's going quite well so far. My bipeds have been getting better with each new version I've made. No, we trigger guard mode, and he will start following us. What's that you've got there that can help with the conflicts? The biggest conflict with those arms is the walk cycle is controlling the arms, but the movement of the arms also triggers parts of the arm weapon activation sequences. What are you doing, you stupid cat? Yes, there's a bird out the window. Settle down. And I think that's what's causing the conflicts with the arms triggering properly. So I think what I actually need is... Oh, damn, I copied and pasted him, didn't I? In that case, I need to stop him again for a second. Trigger. Right, turn off. There you go. There we go, you'll just sit there balancing. Ugh, I need to drop that in again. Yeah, I know it's missing blocks. Oh, in fact, before we do that, I'll make a copy of it. I'll make the copy a bad guy. Space Pirates, there you go. Now belongs to bad guys. Right, so we want you. What's that? Yeah, well, I sort of got stuck in just that thing of I'll just make multi-pads because they're easy, but I really like games like Armored Core and Rise of the Robots from when I was a kid and stuff like that, so I really want to figure out how to do them properly, because the only other bipeds I've got to work properly had a big massive tail to counterbalance them, and that's kind of cheating. So guard mode on needs to turn on. He can follow me around again. We'll eventually sort his shit out. Right, cool. He's happy again. Then we paste bad guy over there. Yep, there we go. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, both arms have kicked in that time, I think. Yeah, looks like it. And if we quickly save the game. Turn damage back on, let him blow it up, let him kill his target. See how happy he is at the end, what happens when he's done with it. Turrets can aim far down enough at that angle, or have they just run out of ammo? Have you run out of ammo? You're still following me. Let me get away. Ah, too far away in general now, apparently. Yeah, you've still got... Ah yeah, you've run out of Gatling ammo. Still got a few assault rifle rounds left. Oh, what's that? Shonix. An experiment he did to fake an AI. What that happened? Oh, right. He did like a sort of AI workaround thing before the AI updates came out. Sound? That's a bit of a steep angle. And you're smashing your feet to pieces, aren't you? Yeah, you're smashing your feet to pieces. Right. Yeah, no thank you. Should have made a copy before I started doing that testing. Back off that. Yeah, that one will do. Yeah, he's a bit spinny. Maybe I don't want him getting that close to his targets. Maybe I want him to break off a little bit sooner, keep some distance. Maybe I want him breaking off at a slightly shallower angle as well. 90 degrees might be a bit much. He's quite tippy when he spins. Copy you. And let's remind ourselves to put some more ammo in this big boy. Because it seems like, yeah, he's nearly out of Gatling ammo, that's why. Let's give him Gatling ammo. Let's give him another 20 boxes of Gatling ammo. Hunter Killer Gladiator Mark 1. Alright, is that on the workshop? Is that dum Gatling storage. Stick 10 in there. Ugh, that's not the thing. That's the thing. 10 in each of them. Oh yeah, we wanted to adjust some of his settings. So what did we want to do? Some of the AI settings. Leave it. We'll make his max a little bit lower, just in case. The offensive block can hit and run, and you can stay at range, try and keep range, blah blah blah. Or maybe we could use the stay at range function. How will that react? Try that. We'll try and get him to stay at a range of 200 to 220 meters, because why not? Not 20. 200. And no, I don't need to use any static weapons. Defense block. Did we set that up properly? Yeah, combat mode's on and off. Yeah, I think I need to put another event controller in there. Have I got any event controllers left? Have I got any spare event controllers left? No, I haven't. God damn it. So yeah, I think. Yeah, I think the problem is the arms are both turning back on the same block, and I think one block is turning the other one on slightly sooner than the other one is. And it's meaning the other arm isn't deploying properly. Anyway, we'll give it another try. This time we'll make a copy, because it will make life a bit easier. That might make my game a bit laggier. Oh crap, what about that? I have to make another copy of you. Make you evil again. Dum 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 dum. Transfer to space pilots. Can I just make one that's a bad guy? Rename Interceptor. Bad guy. What happens if I just try and spawn that in? That's spawning as a bad guy. Yes, it does. Fantastic. Right, I'm just going to do that from now on. Oh, I've got a target. Right, so you. This one here. Terminal. It's posted under your Steam tag, Johnny Autokill. You never got round to updating it. But the player enemy lock-on part works fine. Oh, right, so it's using custom turret controllers to eke out what bits of AI you can from that. Cool. Interesting workaround. Right, so turn guard mode on. He can start following me around. As long as he doesn't fall over like an idiot. Then, he can just do that, so he can wander about. Then, oh hang on, we can quickly save the game. Then we can turn damage back on, and we can spawn that thing back in. There you go. There you go, one of his arms failed to trigger properly. Yeah, that AI has not triggered. because that I'm looking at what route is that? Looking at LE Rector. Yeah. Is that to do with the walk cycle itself? Well, walk forward, left. Is that controlling anything other than that? Leg lights, arm light LS. It shouldn't be. Oh, but yeah, it would, because if it triggered the walk, because the walk makes the arm move out. Yeah. Right, so you've killed your target, but are you just ploughing dead ahead now? Are you... AI unit defense. Behavior disabled. Why has that been disabled? Oh, it's been disabled. No. Ah, right, yeah, because only one of them can be active at a time. Well, we can get the lead. It was your version of Hunter... Oh, from Terminator, yeah. Nice to have an interior turret that could... Oh, sound. So it could defend itself. Nice. So... what did we learn there? We learnt that the arms getting turned back on was being interrupted. The walk cycle rather, or the arms are being, yeah. The arms and the walk cycle are interrupting themselves the same way I was having problems with them when I was controlling it myself. So, I need to think of a fail-safe. Damage off again for a second. What are you doing on there, madam? Hello. Right, so I need a failsafe, which will maybe sit behind there, from the look of it. I need a way to gate the arms and the warp cycle turning back on. So I'm going to stick another event controller in here. And I'll call this one roller combat mode deploy now. Oop, wrong button. So this controller is going to be gated by something that turns on in here. If I set it to look at the guns, taking that out of there. Taking that out of there as well. So if that looks at both of them instead, assault. There we go. If it looks at both of them, and when they are both switched on, and then reactivates warp cycle controller. I think. Yeah, possibly. Oh, it was almost small enough to go through doors. Oh, nice. Hello, madam. Yeah, so... Ugh. Combat mode on. Activates all of that. So the arms on. Now turning off the warp cycle controller, but they're not turning it on again when I want them to. So I could in fact take them out of there so they won't cause conflict with the arms itself when I try to play with it. Whereas if I make the warp cycle controller turn off here, yeah, make it turn off here before the arms activate. also turn on the combat mode deploy. Turn the walk cycle off. Turn on the combat mode deploy controller. And then the deploy controller will activate when both those guns turn on. And that will turn the walk cycle back on again. And hopefully stop. No, you're not working today, man. Sorry, man, about the temptations there. Right, so that should hopefully work now. Because that'll turn the walk cycle off when the AI offensive block, or the AI defensive block rather, detects an enemy. It'll trigger that, which will turn on that, turn off that, activate all the arms so they deploy. This block will turn on. It will wait for those to turn on, and it'll turn the walk cycle controller back on again, and then it should be able to carry on walking. So, hopefully, that will solve it. Just drop the bad guy in. Cool. Right, so try this again. Guard mode can turn on. He can start following us. Hopefully he won't fall over. It's going smoothly. We're just wandering around, and then an enemy appears. Oh, there we go. Both guns have turned back on. Walk cycle has turned back on. Get rid of him. And then he seems to go back to following us, but his AI blocks. Oh yeah, because obviously that's yeah, obviously that's AI is turned off again, because that is still switched on. How do I get... Yeah, because there you go. He's not seen any enemies, so he's put everything away again now. How do I get the offensive block to turn its AI off when a bad guy disappears? The bad guy's gone. And turn the guard mode back on again. I'm not sure. Dampener is no longer relative. What can I do to get that defensive block cycling triggered again? Gotta be a way. Use all. So let's let's put this all the way. Oh, for God's sake, which way around is it? Oh, I picked up from a stupid place, that's why. Stick it there. He's like, oh, he's detected it from that range. But his walk cycle's not kicked back in again. Why not? One of them is on, one of them is off. Because something hasn't deployed properly. L01 once again hasn't triggered properly. L0. Oh, there we go. Right. Again. Something to do with that not triggering properly. Looks like that arm's moving properly though. AI is on. AI is on. What are you doing? AI just being stupid. Arm's definitely doing stuff. Why is the right arm not doing anything anymore? Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Left arm's... What are you? Oh, there you go. Oh, you are aiming. You just... Oh yeah, there you go. The arm... It is on. Right. Delete that. Then his guard mode kicks back in. He goes back to following me. Right. If we turn that back on, he'll search for an enemy. When he doesn't find anything, everything resets. Apparently doesn't have any issues resetting. Was it? Nope. Let's have a look at your things. Are both of your guns actually turned off? Yes, they are. Everything there is turned off. Arm units. AI is off. AI is off. AI is all off. That seems to be fine. I think when the combat mode start, that needs to turn itself off when it's done its job. Combat mode on. Needs to do that as well, I think. Turn the walk cycle off and turn that on. Oh, bit. It seems like it's all right for now. The way it works, maybe. Turn that off. Turn that off and put some more ammo in him. Assault cannon shells. Do 40 of each. Storage. Storage. Gatling storage. Another quick save there, just in case. Oh, right. We've still got a bad guy. Yeah, we have. Sweet. Right, so Macy boy over here can start following us again. And we're just patrolling around, minding our own business. And then a bad guy appears on the horizon. Everything kicks into place. Except the warp cycle has to kick back in. That's still off. The assault cannons, one is not switched on. Why are you not switching on? What have I done? That switch is on there. There you go. What's to do with that arm? Still something to do with that arm. Take that away. We'll figure out how to get that to work properly eventually. How to get it to turn the defensive block back on again when a bad guy has disappeared. Yeah, once it does that, it's fine. So what about the... oh, you know what? Let's walk in this kind of direction, mate. Oop, no longer relative. No, what have I done to that arm that is meaning the left arm is not deploying properly? Have I left something in the right arm on function? Arm on. Turns off the warp cycle. Activates all of those arms. Turns on combat mode deploy. L01 deploy. Point number 2, hand camera. Deploy R01. You're looking at that one. Yeah, it's always the problem with doing stuff like this. You make one system and it conflicts another one, but there's always a way around it. It's just a case of figuring out the logic. That turns on number 2. Then number 2 should turn on. When that gets to greater than 10, less than -10. Yeah, so that should kick in when that gets to there. I'm not entirely sure what the smegging problem is. So if I just trigger combat mode, he stops. Yeah, something was going weird there. Broken something there by triggering that twice. There we go. Turn that off. The arms go back to normal. Trigger that. This is the problem. There's passive testing and then there's live fire testing, and the two always end up producing different becking results. Because it's not got anything to actually target at the moment. It's just deploying the arms. Turn that off. Everything goes back to normal. Then he goes back to walking properly, and everything's fine. If we paste a bad guy into the distance, I bet his Megan defensive block's not turned on, is it? No, it isn't. There it is. Searching for enemies. There you go, everything kicks in. Except for that arm. Right arm being stupid this time. Oh no, oh no, it's turned on. Way, and he goes back to following us. We still somehow need to figure out how to turn the defensive blocks AI back on, because that'll put the weapons away automatically after he's realised there's no enemies about. Like so. Then everything's fine, everybody's cool, and then all of a sudden, another bad guy appears. Oh no, what do? We trigger our weapons. Seems to be working. Run out of bullets, have you? Oh no. You've still got some of that ammo left. Just going to keep walking towards it with the stay at 100-meter range setting. Fine, I'll delete that. He'll go back to following us again. How do I get that to trigger again once the enemy is gone? Everything's fine and dandy. You're just following me around. Right away that kicks in. Okay, maybe that AI block is actually working properly now. Let's wait. Yeah, they are active. Good. Also. Right, if you're walking like that and I get in your way, you should stop. Yeah, you do. I really get in your way. You should try and reverse. I know, because it's not quite low enough really, is it? Not for people. One thing. Shift and K. Terminal. Deploy. Realistically, I want those to actually turn on there, so I know that's when the gun's active. I seem to have enough space for it now, so I'll try and get away with it. Have that turn on there instead of there. Have that light turn on there. Yeah, and you're just going to try and plough straight through it, aren't you? Because I've not set you up to detect grids yet. Alright, settle down. There you go. Don't fall over. Right. Oh, guard mode. Actually, no. I want that back on again. I need to figure out how to get that to switch back on. Oh, sorry man, didn't see a message there. What's that? Thank you for once again confirming something you'd pondered. Gotta go to the testing phase and find out what doesn't work. Yeah man, I'm not sure what is that I've confirmed for you, but I'm glad to be of help. Let's put the sun back on. Right. Those AI controls working well. Let's turn your guard mode off again. Let's change your offensive settings, because stay at range ain't doing shit. So let's make you hit and run again. How if you do 200 meters to, yeah, 210, whatever, that's fine. Target every 5 seconds. Let's make you break off at a slightly shallower angle. Right, like that. Right, so I'll go over here and I will dampen to you. Turn your guard mode on. You will start following me. Everything will be good. Has Jameson bot run out of power again or something? Everything is good. We're wandering about, and then bad guys appear on the horizon. AI kicks in. For some reason that arm doesn't seem to come down properly. There you go, kicks in there. Okay, well that AI control seems to be working now. Then, there you go, yeah, you're breaking off there, aren't you? Actually, maybe, yeah, you do need to do a 90-degree angle, because you're just going to keep walking that way for a bit. So, let's change your offensive pattern. Make it 90-degree angle again. At some point you should hopefully turn back around. You're a bit too close to him, aren't you? How far away are we here? We are about 150 meters. Let's maybe make that range 150 meters. Make the break off. There you go. 200. There you go. He'll turn back around. He'll stop himself from falling over, because he's a good boy like that. And then he'll break off there, like that, 90 degrees. Maybe we could get him to turn a little bit more. What did I set his other settings to? Offensive block. Oh, there you go, he's turned back around again. Retreat timeout. Let's call it... Let's just call it 10 seconds. Maybe if we... Yeah, maybe if we get him to turn a little bit further. So what's he doing? 90. 180 would be too much. 135. It's halfway between the two, isn't it? 135. Maybe that's a bit much. Call it 120 degrees. Cycle that again. Ah, no worries, man. Oh, I've got to go back to work soon. That's gonna suck. Yeah, man. What is it you're building again? What is it you're focusing all your energy on at the moment? Nope. Nope. Don't crash, game. What are you doing? Don't smash your feet to pieces. Maybe, yeah, maybe we could have him retreat a little bit further as well. Maybe say 175 meters. So he's got a 25-meter retreat distance. Make him move a bit further away. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I try and do really, is try and figure out how to get one side of your legs working, and then you can just more or less copy and paste the settler to the other side. And all you might need to do is reverse a few things, like use a negative value rather than a positive value if you're using rotors. So let's deactivate that. That seems to be working fairly well. Except for that arm hasn't returned. Why has that arm not returned? Because it's pointing forward for some reason. Guard mode off. If I make the arm lights, or the rotors, turn on, yeah. We just walk off every time. Yeah, sound. Right. Let's also, because those sensors, I'm fairly happy with them for the moment. Turn their signals off so they're not cluttering up the screen. Here it is. If I take one of these. Right. If I take one of these. Where's somewhere far away from that that's reasonably flat? There you go, up here. Up here will do, I think. Yeah. Now, if I make if I activate your guard node, make a copy of you, and I have two of you. Right, if I paste one of you all the way over here. A second. You need to settle down for a second. Right, can I just get in front of you and get you to stop? Thank you. No, you're not going to behave, are you? Fine, I'll do it the difficult way. I'll take everything of you and make you a bad guy. How do you respond to your mate? Are you just going to try and kill me? You shouldn't have. I should be untargetable. Why are you looking at me? You shouldn't be looking at me. I'm set to untargetable. Well, something's not working there when I try and make you a bad guy. That kicks back in, but the on and off blocks not being triggered. What's going on there? If I paste you back in. Interesting. He's fine. He's coming straight for him. That's switched on. Puts it back in as mine. What happens? Has your walk cycle failed to turn back on yet? It has, hasn't it? Smeg it. I will cut. Maybe the game. Maybe my game doesn't like me doing this with all these mechs in the save file. Maybe I need to delete a few. Right, we'll try it this way then. Keep you active. All your systems are on. Select everything. Make it bad guy. For some reason it can target me, even though I'm supposed to be set to invulnerable. Untargetable, rather. Oh, I've not got it set on, dumbass. That'll be why. Still looking at me now. One of them still is. Right, so how well do they work around another moving target? Oh, my signal is going all over the place, isn't it? Oh dear, yeah, I'm getting some serious spikes in my signal. I think testing this kind of stuff on stream might be a bit much. I don't know what it looks like on your end, but I'm getting some very... Oh, I'm getting some red lights on things. Oh yeah, that signal. Have it set to shut down all the friendly targeting systems. There you go, they're turning away from each other. Oh, what's that? So I already have... yeah, I've got a series of timers and stuff to turn on the weapons. What does that mean? Do you have it set to shut down all the friendly targeting systems? I think it was just because I didn't have the untargetable thing checked. It seems to be fine now, I think. Yeah. Maybe I want to set them to actually come in a little bit closer to each other. That is actually working quite well now. Yeah. Right, let's stop my game lagging to death. Yeah. Go back over here. And what I might need to do actually is remove these guys from this game because they're all taking up a bit much space now. Right, let's make sure I've blueprinted you. Apparently I have not blueprinted you before. Let's make a backup just in case. Right, see you later. Spentor, what are you doing? Have I named you properly? Yes, I have. Cool. Have I blueprinted you before? Probably not. Oh yeah, I have. Sweet. Right, well, let's rename whatever that was. And make a backup, just in case. Go, that's 2. And good old Mark 1 that I really need to come back to. You are named. Fantastic. Yeah, I've blueprinted you before. Blueprint you again. Make backup. And delete you. There we go. Oh, that's running a lot smoother now. So, those offensive blocks. Let's make them do that much. Let's fill it with some more. No. Where's those Gatling storage? That in there. That's one in there, rather. That'll do. That in there. That in there. That in there. Stick some there, so why not? Fuck it. Do for now. Right, okay. We'll take one of these. Do the same thing we just did. That's too fast. Let's make it out here, will do. You can go there. It could have been either. It could have been... I don't know how the wizardry of the internet really works. It could have been something on your end. It could have been me having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really complex mechs all spawned in the same game. And then triggering the AI, because having the AI switched on really tanks the processing power of the game. It gets quite moody when you do that. Not available. Have I turned your Oh, because I'm not over here, that's why. So we can turn on your guard mode. We will... Oh, don't fall over. Not now. Not when we've done so well. Put you over there. And we'll fly... A bit of distance over here. Spawn another one. We'll make this one in front of me. a bad guy. And yeah, something in there is making his walk cycle not trigger again properly, so I need to figure out what that is. Something. So smeg it, we'll do it this way instead. Don't fall over, Divvy. Don't fall over. Come on, there you go. Alright, okay, we'll do it this way instead. We'll do some combat testing. Like this. I'll just do dummy testing for now. Hopefully when they get a bit closer their weapons will kick in. Because they're still... yeah, they're still 600. There you go. Some of them are. The other arm will hopefully kick in a second. Or has that age-old problem that I've had, for some reason, of the left arm AI not kicking in properly. Oh, I've made him tip over. Oh, don't be stupid, for God's sake. Don't do it now. Both arms are active. Active, just not pointing properly yet. One left arm, what's he doing? Awesome. Still some bugs in that arm AI I need to work out. I'm not sure what they are, but I know the arm is on. Oh, there it goes. It's just that problem with cameras and subgrids, isn't it? Or whatever it is that's causing it. Oop. Goes and does a little spin. Oh, he's chasing you now, mate. Well, there's some little bug I need to work out with those with the walk cycle controller that's obviously affecting it, but You can use these things potentially as an enemy NPC from the look of it at the moment. I'm literally not doing a damn thing here. That is 100% vanilla controlled AI mech battle type nonsense. Do a better job of staying upright than I was expecting. Yeah, they're just set to hit and run protocol at the moment. Just because I've noticed that with like walkers and things that don't use don't use thrusters directionally, the circling the orbital one basically does nothing. They just walk forward in a straight line, and the AI, unless you set the direction to something else, it doesn't really. Yeah, well, it's. I think it's a limitation of the AI controls in general. There's the offensive block. My only options are set it to circular orbit. All he'll end up doing is pointing towards his target and walking towards it, and that's all he'll do. That has generally been my experience of using circular orbit on things. And that is effectively just as good as using intercept, because he'll just keep walking. And obviously intercept, he'll just walk in a straight line towards the target. But yeah, using circular orbit on a mech that's not using sideways thrust doesn't do anything. Intercept obviously just walks in a straight line towards your target, and that's all he'll do. Stay at range. Again, I've noticed that all that does, stay at range when you've got it set up like this and have like evasive maneuvers on, is the same result as hit and run, just with a little more erratic behaviour. I mean, you could set it up however you wanted, really. I mean, with it set up for intercept now, all he is doing is chasing that one, and all that one is doing is trying to run away from it. And because they move at the same speed, they're not really going to get anywhere, not unless one of them drastically stops. So this one's just going to run away forever now. Because that it's within the 150 meter range, and I can't change that one now because I thought it was a bad guy. So yeah, they will just forever chase each other unless I set his attack pattern to hit and run, in which case he will turn away. Maybe have him come in a little closer and break off a little bit closer. Yeah, to get the orbital things to work, yeah, it'd need some kind of sideways walking system. It'd be perfectly doable if it was like a multi-pad, like crab-legged thing. Like my spider tanks, I could probably do it like that. I could just set up a walk cycle that works on the opposite axis to the forward and backward. That probably wouldn't be too hard, but with a biped, you'd have to put extra hinges in to make a sidestep, and all my experiences with putting extra hinges in for the hips and ankles to angle the legs just creates problems. If he's set to 50 meters like that, he's just going to chase him again indefinitely. What we'd need to do is, say, cut him out, make a copy of him, then make this one a bad guy with the new settings. They can get a little bit closer to each other. Oh, and he's tried to spin on a dime, and now he's on his ass. Well done. Yeah, I think might need to add a few more gyros, even though I'm desperately running out of space. Don't tip over. Don't fall over. And they'll get to like 50 meters away, which is probably a bit too damn close. Yeah, 50 meters is a bit close, considering the size of them. And he's on his ass. So, defensive block. 50 meters is a bit too close, so let's call it 75 and retreat distance of 100. Make a copy. Run over here. Drop down. Don't fall over. You're gonna fall over, aren't you? Nope. Just about saved himself. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, you can be a bad guy. What are you two like when you've got a 75 meter range instead? Yeah, 75 seems a little bit more reasonable. Not smacking into each other. Oh no, the other one's got the drop on you. He's got in there first. Oh, Space Pirate's gonna end up on his arse if he's not careful. Yeah, I think I need to put a few more gyros in them so that they can tip themselves back up again properly. That ain't enough apparently. What's that? Too much articulation. Yeah. Yeah, there is such a thing as too much articulation in this game, unfortunately. Too many subgrids and you start getting real flappy and real wobbly. Like, I tend not to go beyond the setup I've got at the moment, with like a thigh section, a shin section and a foot. You can get away with adding another subgrid in there if you want to do like a double knee thing, but that starts to get a little bit wobbly, and beyond that it gets very, very, very wobbly, and no amount of shear inertia tensor or torque settings will help it, other than doubling up on hinges and rotors, and then that causes problems with the more gyros. This AI system is working pretty well now. Ooh. Yeah, maybe need to turn down their angle of retreat a little bit. Well, yeah, these things can drop the guns. The guns are a separate subgrid. So that would be entirely possible with these. Because I've set the hands up so you can put whatever them essentially. So yeah, you could make a melee weapon for them. I keep wanting to try and make like a grinder sword, but using grinders around subgrids is fraught with danger. And is begging to cause all kinds of problems. Just paste another one of you. I make you a bad guy again. That turning angle be like when they go at each other now. at 90 degrees, they end up doing that. Yeah, so they need it needs to turn a little bit more than 90 degrees, otherwise they just end up walking parallel. Yeah, okay. Well, at 100 degrees then. Make a copy. Paste them over here. Yeah, man. Move properly without them. Problem is, if you had too many gyros, then the maybe it does need to be. Maybe it does need to be 120. As he's going over. Oh! He's got just enough to save himself. There you go, just enough to save yourself. So I think I need maybe a couple more. Not many, but a few more. So maybe we put that back to 100. Yeah, 120. Go back to 120. They're just going to run away from each other indefinitely now. Probably. Oh no, there you go, he's turning away again. Yeah, and he's just going to eternally run away. Because they walk the same speed. It's a pain in the ass. Alright, let's cut you out so I can give him a chance to figure out what you're doing. You back in. Are you coming back? No? You don't want to fight? Are you just running away forever now? What are you doing? Interesting. Oh. Let's work out what's going on in Space Engineers sometimes. Don't know whether something's working properly or whether it's broken. Or whether Space Engineers is broken. What are you doing? You were supposed to be staying closer than that. Oh, no worries, man. He's just stuck on running away. Sod that. You can go back to following me. Make another copy. To be honest, it's been like 3 hours now and my internet signal is going all over the place. So I might pack this in a second. It's all been pretty successful so far, so. Oh, and he's on his arse. Nope. Can he correct himself? Nope. What are you doing, mate? There you go. Right. Right, you. Let's make you the bad guy again. Yeah, that's all kicked in again. Yeah, maybe 120 is the way to go. And he swings back around. AI sensors. Oop, he's got on his ass. I also want them to detect things like small grid, large grid stations. Oh no, he's fallen over and can't get up. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely need more gyro control. Right, what the hell is going on with my stream signal? I hope it's not been super choppy. I hope OBS is just lying to me again. They've gone slightly parallel to each other a little bit. They will slowly move away from each other, hopefully. Eventually one of them should try and turn anyway. And then retreat again, hopefully. There we go. Maybe, might have been. To be honest, I am probably going to wrap this up here now anyway. Because I'm hungry. My cats are hungry and hovering like flies. And this has all been pretty successful so far. Yeah, I'm really happy with how these have worked out. They just need a few more gyros to keep them up. Hopefully that won't add too much more weight. But yeah, they're doing really well, following each other around and staying upright. They are pretty much working as intended. Fully AI controlled vanilla mechs. Just going about doing the thing. Oh, cool, man. As long as you've had a brainstorm, that's good, man. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here with these guys just wandering about behind me. So yeah, cheers again, Lone Wolf, for dropping in and saying hello. It's always good chatting to you. And yeah, I'm super happy with these guys. They're still a little bit wobbly, but there he goes on his arse, just to ruin it right at the end. Typical. So yeah, cheers for watching, man, and cheers for watching everybody else. And I'll be back next time with more ridiculous nonsense. Hopefully they'll be able to pick themselves up off the ground properly when they fall over like that. Hopefully more gyros will help. But yeah, cheers for watching, so see you next time. Bye for now.